You guys just talked about would be amazing. Getting second rounders to move 3 spots would be awesome. Yeah, it would be absolutely stunning. Dan M. I think that would be amazing. Now, I seen CBS do that, and you got Kyle Hamilton with that pick. So that's called a rape.
Yes, that's
That's
a violation.
That's a
It's a violation.
That is a violation that it should be illegal in 50 states if that occurred. It would be amazing. I would be doing backflips. You actually support the Giants. What would you think about that, giving up 3 second rounders?
Well, I am a Giants fan. I do support them. I think Dave Gettleman is gone, so that would probably be the icing on the cake that if they did something like that. Gettleman is the type of guy to do it, but I honestly think he's gone. So, but for my team itself, get that number 2. Who do you like? Like, you're going to give up a lot of draft capital just to go get who? Like, obviously it's for either Hutchinson or Kayvon Thibodeau, or is it Evan Neal? Because I know the Giants need an offensive tackle badly in the worst way. So it could be an Evan Neal guy, but that would definitely be something Gettleman would do. I just don't know how I'd feel doing it for being a fan, because that's a lot of draft capital.
Would you guys pick up Baker if the Browns don't re-sign him? Would you pick up Baker Mayfield? I would say no, man. I'm going to just draft a quarterback.
No. I'm going to say no, too.
Yeah. I'm going to say no, man. I'm going to draft my quarterback. Think it will match up with Amon-Ra St. Brown and Drake London. Getting both the USC wide receivers together would, to me, I'd love it. I love Drake London. Man, he's a big guy. Drake London, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Quintez Cephas, probably like a Michael Gallup in there. Oh, my God. What would you think of that, man?
I'd be pretty excited for this wide receiver room. We know how we felt about this wide receiver room coming into the year. It took a while, but it looks like they're starting to get a little bit of swagger back in that room. The emergence of St. Brown's been awesome, but if you can add a Drake London and possibly get a Michael Gallup, wow. And then throw in Cephas in there, that'd be actually we would go from having a really horrific wide receiving room to actually one that I'd be really interested in watching every week in and week out. So
what's good about it is it would help the running game out. I think that's the most important part. Like, you could have some sort of legitimate weapons on the outside. It actually give you a chance to probably run the ball a little bit better. I mean, because right now, looking what our guys are doing is amazing with the lack of talent of wide receivers you got. We're watching the game where the Detroit Lions beat up on the Arizona Cardinals, and they're saying that they had 9-man fronts the whole time on defense, and we still run a wild on them. So, I mean,
that's impressive.
That's impressive. That is impressive. So that's what you'd want. It would help out for sure. Is Sam Howell the poor man's Baker Mayfield? He looks like Baker Mayfield. I think a lot of people gets that impression because they look like identical twins. I don't think so. I think Sam Howell is a little bit more athletic than Baker Mayfield. He doesn't have the same attitude, totally different attitude individuals. But I can kind of get that comparison, Mark.
Yeah, for sure. They're a lot alike. They almost look alike.
They identical twins, man.
They look like brothers. They definitely look like brothers. He had kind of an off game today too. I think he didn't really showcase a lot of his talents today, but he was getting beat up in that Duke Mayo Bowl, whatever they want to call it, versus South Carolina, and he might have hurt his stock a little bit, but you can't just base it off all on one game. But he kind of reminds me of Baker Mayfield. That's a pretty good comparison from Patty Grimes.
Travis the Goat Doily just became a member. Appreciate it, Travis the Goat Doily. Member for 12 months. No, he didn't become a member. He upgraded his membership and now is the first one to 12 months. So huge shout out to you, Travis the Goat Doily. Hey, 12 months, man. A whole freaking year. And hopefully next year we're talking about playoffs and it's been 24 months. That's what we're all talking about. I'd take Treylon Burks. I'd take Treylon Burks too. I just have a feeling that Burks is not going to be there where the Lions pick, because we're starting to get pushed back a little bit. We're now picking at 28. I feel like Treylon Burks is probably going to do really good at the the NFL Combine, and I think he'll get pushed up a little bit. That's my thing.
Yeah, I think so too, man. He'll probably go in the early 20s.
Yep. I think early 20s. And Drake London, he could fall the second round because of the injury. So we'll see. But that's the reason I think Treylon Burks, he is like a little DK Metcalf out there. And I'm not saying little. I mean, he is like a DK Metcalf.
He's a big kid.
He's a big boy. So I'd love to have him on the squad. There's a ton of wide receivers in this year's draft. Just like last year, we got Amon-Ra St. Brown in the 4th round, so you can find some quality players. Is Motor City Dan Campbell going to be coaching in the Senior Bowl? We'll find out in 2 weeks, because usually it's the two worst teams. It definitely looks like it, that the Detroit Lions and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Well, Jacksonville may not be, because they'll have. Do they do new coaching staff in Senior Bowl? Maybe they do. Not sure the rules.
What? Yeah. You can't be I don't think you can be rookie. Don't really know though. Not 100% on that. Yeah, I know for the what's it called? Hard Knocks. You can't.
Hard Knocks. You can't be a rookie. I'm not 100% sure with Jacksonville, but if the Detroit Lions are sitting at 2, yes, we will be coaching the Senior Bowl, and yes, I'll be doing a live watch party of the Senior Bowl because. Yeah. First off, it's very important to understand the players, and we're talking about our own coaching staff, and I want to see our team smash mouth the other team. What linebackers you like in this draft? I like Nakobe Dean. The Detroit Lions decided to take him at the 28th pick. I think he could be a solid pick for the Detroit Lions. There's a lot of draft 200 getting this.
From Alabama?
Yeah, from Alabama. There's a couple players out there. What about you, Mark?
Yeah, I really like Nakobe Dean. He's a guy that I'm really interested in watching tomorrow against our Michigan Wolverines. Hopefully, they'll go blue. He's going to be a guy that they're going to have to really keep an eye on to know where he is, because he flies all over the field. So he's probably one of my favorite linebackers coming out in this draft is Nakobe Dean for sure.
There's some good safeties in this year's draft. There's one elite one, and then there's some really good ones. Elite is Kyle Hamilton, a mutant. I call him the mutant. He's not normal. He is an X-Man. You got Aidan Hutchinson, who literally is Wolverine. Then you got Kyle Hamilton, who is Colossus. So I think that's the case. But then you got some other really good ones like Jordan Battle out there. You can, if the Lions want to get him late in the first, early in the second, he's a possibility. There's a lot of those safeties available, and there's like 3 or 4 bunched up that you can get in the second round, if that's the Lions they want to go to. What's going on, Crow? What's going on, Big Jim Slade? Hard Knocks for the Lions. I think the Detroit Lions will have Hard Knocks. What do you think? Do you think they will have it? I'm going to say yes. I think the Detroit Lions will be selected with Hard Knocks this year.
I think they're definitely going to be bringing the phone there, because just the way that Dan Campbell is with the media, he's very personable. The guy is a walking meme. You know what I mean? He just what he says and does, and just everything that comes out of his mouth. He's a very personable guy, and he's great in front of the camera. I think it would be a really wise choice for HBO to give him a call and just ask if they want to do it, because I guarantee you they would do it. They're not going to be like the Quinn Trisha era, right?
He won't have a choice if they make him do it, because they can make him do. He's not a freshman now; he's a sophomore coach. So, and they go by the teams that haven't done it, and the Lions are one, I think, 4 teams that haven't. He's going to be it, man. I'm going to tell you, I give this one a 99% chance that we're going to be on Hard Knocks this year, because of, if you look at the media, subscribers out there, and you look at the media, Mark, they're just gushing over Dan Campbell. It just seems like that's what's going to be. It's just going to be the case. $5 super chat from the GOAT, Travis Doyley. Your thoughts on making a move this offseason to get Devontae Parker or Brandon Cooks? I want the Detroit Lions to draft the receivers. I don't want to make a trade, man. I don't. There's free agent wide receivers, Mark, that you can pick up. There's a plethora. A lot. I mean, there's some really good receivers on the market. And why would I trade for one when I can just go ahead and sign one if that's the route I want to go? And this draft is filled with a ton of wide receivers.
Oh, definitely. Most definitely. If you're going to go out and you're going to acquire a Devontae Parker or Brandon Cooks, you're gonna be giving up a 3rd-round pick probably for these guys. These guys got some talent. I know Devontae Parker's been a little bit up and down on offense, banged up too. He's been hurt. But Brandon Cooks is probably, he's a little bit older, in his late 20s, I believe. He's got a lot of, again, the word familiarity with Jared Goff. But like, what's the point in just giving away draft capital when we can go young and we can go and we can develop some kids?
Smash that like button, folks. Let's get to 100 likes, 139 in the building. Also, if you're not subscribed and watching Mark Orum's channel, you're crazy, man. Y'all crazy. You need to subscribe to his channel. It is in my featured channel, so if you guys are not subscribed, do it. He drops ridiculously quality content every single day. Do you think they will shore up the D-line more in this draft? Yes. The first pick will, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, will be Kayvon Thibodeaux or Aidan Hutchinson. That will be the first pick. One of those guys, whatever, the route they go. If Jacksonville takes an edge, I don't think they will. I'm thinking they're going to go Evan Neal, but then the Detroit Lions then will have the pick of who they want to get. And I think that's the route they're going to go. What do you think, Mark?
I'm 100% with you, Mike. I think they need to shore up that D-line. We still don't have a great D-line. We don't get a lot of pressure. We don't get a lot of sacks. I think this team is lacking that, and we're lacking that on the defensive line. A guy like Aidan Hutchinson or Kayvon Thibodeaux is going to be that guy. It's not going to be just the magic pill right there, but there could be guys we can add later on in the draft because we have so many draft picks, 10, I believe. So I think we're definitely going to add to it. You might even see another defensive tackle somewhere along the line too. They're not done here, man. The more pass rush, the more deep defensive linemen you have, the better. You have to have depth. In the NFL, man, it stands for not for long. So you have to have guys.